crevices of human history, where the shadows of time blur the line between fact and legend, a tantalizing question lingers. What if the birth of civilization was not solely the triumph of human ingenuity, but the result of an otherworldly influence? Could it be that our ancestors were guided, perhaps even uplifted, by beings from beyond the stars? This provocative theory invites us to reconsider the foundations of human progress. From the awe-inspiring megalithic structures of antiquity to the unexplained leaps in knowledge and technology, whispers of a forgotten connection echo through time. Did extraterrestrials walk among early humans, imparting wisdom, igniting civilizations, and altering the course of history? As we unravel the mysteries of lost cultures and ancient technologies, we stand at the crossroads of science and speculation. Were the so-called gods of myth and legend truly divine? Or were they advanced travelers who left behind a legacy that still shapes our world today? The answers may lie in the ruins of forgotten cities, in the celestial alignments of ancient monuments, or even within our own DNA, waiting to be rediscovered. As we plunge deeper into this enigmatic puzzle, we must first confront the astonishing achievements of early human societies. Achievements so profound that they seem almost out of place in the natural progression of history. The Sumerians, often hailed as the architects of the first great civilization, emerged around 500 BCE, bringing with them a sophisticated writing system, advanced mathematics, and intricate governance. Their cities, such as Uruk and Ur, were not mere settlements, but architectural masterpieces, showcasing monumental ziggurats, irrigation networks, and urban planning that rivals modern designs. But this sudden explosion of knowledge begs the question: where did it all come from? For tens of thousands of years, Homo sapiens roamed the earth, hunter-gatherers bound by the rhythms of nature. Then, almost overnight in evolutionary terms, civilization ignited like a spark in the darkness. Why did this transformation happen so abruptly? What force propelled humanity from simple subsistence to the mastery of complex sciences, celestial navigation, and large-scale societal organization? The traditional explanations credit natural progression, but some scholars and theorists suggest an alternative: external intervention. Did an advanced intelligence, perhaps from beyond our world, play a role in this sudden leap? Could the myths of ancient cultures, speaking of gods descending from the heavens, actually be distorted memories of real encounters with beings who shared their knowledge with early humans? The Sumerians themselves believed they were guided by divine entities known as the Anunnaki, powerful figures who descended from the stars. Were these merely religious allegories, or evidence of something far more profound? An ancient legacy woven into the fabric of our earliest civilizations? Imagine a time long before recorded history, when the night sky was not just a canvas of distant stars, but a gateway for celestial visitors. Beings from another world, wielding technology and knowledge far beyond the comprehension of early humans, descend upon the earth. Not as conquerors, but as architects of civilization. Perhaps they were explorers, scientists, or interstellar wanderers, driven by a mission to cultivate intelligence across the cosmos. To the primitive inhabitants of Earth, they would have seemed like gods, their luminous crafts streaking across the sky, their presence imbued with an aura of divine power. But rather than merely observe, they chose to intervene, igniting the spark of progress that would transform scattered tribes into the foundations of great civilizations. With their guidance, the secrets of agriculture were unlocked, turning barren lands into fertile fields. Their knowledge of architecture led to the construction of towering temples and cities aligned with the stars. They revealed the intricacies of astronomy, teaching early humans to chart the heavens with precision long before the invention of telescopes. The concept of written language, the very foundation of knowledge and history, may have been gifted by these enigmatic visitors, allowing humankind to preserve its newfound wisdom for future generations. But why did they choose Earth? Was it a grand experiment? A benevolent act of cosmic mentorship? Or something even more profound? Could it be that we are the remnants of an ancient collaboration, part human, part celestial in origin? If so, what secrets remain hidden in the ruins of our past, waiting to be deciphered? The echoes of this lost chapter of history may still whisper in the myths of our ancestors. They speak of gods descending from the heavens, of knowledge granted by luminous beings, of sacred sites aligned with the cosmos. Perhaps these are not mere stories, but fragmented memories of an encounter that reshaped the destiny of humankind. Across the vast tapestry of human history, ancient texts and artifacts whisper of encounters with celestial beings, enigmatic figures who descended from the heavens, imparting wisdom and reshaping the destiny of humankind. These stories, woven into the mythology of civilizations and spanning continents and millennia, hint at a profound and unsettling possibility. Were these divine visitors truly gods, or could they have been something far more extraordinary? The Sumerians, one of the earliest known civilizations, recorded tales of the Anunnaki, powerful deities who came from the stars to guide and govern humanity. Their depictions of these celestial beings, with their otherworldly knowledge and influence, raise the question, were these simply myths, or do they preserve the memory of a lost truth? In ancient Egypt, the pharaohs were not just rulers. They were believed to be living gods, their lineage tied to the divine. The Great Pyramids, aligned with the stars in breathtaking precision, stand as silent sentinels of a forgotten understanding, one that may have been gifted by forces beyond our world. How did the ancients acquire such advanced astronomical and engineering knowledge? Could it have been taught by those who had traversed the cosmos? The Mayans too were obsessed with the heavens, crafting intricate calendars that mapped celestial cycles with astonishing accuracy. Their temples, often aligned with astronomical events, suggest a connection to something greater, a knowledge too advanced for its time. Their legends speak of gods descending from the sky, offering guidance and knowledge before vanishing back into the stars. From Mesopotamia to Egypt, from the Mayan jungles to the temples of India, civilizations across the world share strikingly similar narratives. Stories of luminous beings, flying chariots, and wisdom bestowed from the heavens. Were these tales mere allegory, or do they hold within them the echoes of ancient encounters with extraterrestrial visitors? If these myths are indeed remnants of a forgotten truth, then the implications are staggering. It would mean that our understanding of history is incomplete, that humanity's rise was not solely the result of earthly progress, but was shaped by unseen hands from beyond the stars. Perhaps the artifacts and ruins left behind are not just relics of ancient ingenuity, but breadcrumbs leading us to a cosmic origin story yet to be fully uncovered. The more we examine the technological marvels of ancient civilizations, the more we are compelled to question the limits of human ingenuity. and whether otherworldly forces played a role in shaping our past. Among the most awe-inspiring enigmas is the Great Pyramid of Giza, a structure so precise and monumental that it continues to baffle historians, engineers, and archaeologists alike. Standing as a sentinel of time, the Great Pyramid is aligned with uncanny precision to the cardinal points of the Earth and mirrors the stars of Orion's belt with near-perfect accuracy. Even with today's advanced technology, replicating such an achievement without modern machinery would be an extraordinary challenge. How then did the ancient Egyptians, armed only with copper chisels and rudimentary tools, manage to quarry, transport, and position 2.3 million limestone blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons? Proponents of the ancient alien theory propose a mind-bending possibility that the Egyptians were not alone in their endeavors. What if they had help from extraterrestrial beings, advanced visitors who possessed knowledge of engineering, physics, and levitation techniques far beyond human comprehension? Could the pyramid's construction have been facilitated by technology that defied gravity, utilizing sound waves, magnetism, or even anti-gravity propulsion? Further deepening the mystery is the pyramid's hidden mathematical code. The ratio of its dimensions corresponds to the mathematical constant pi, p, and the golden ratio, f, concepts that were supposedly unknown to ancient Egyptian scholars. The structure itself is also a near-perfect model of the northern hemisphere of the Earth, scaled down by a factor of 143,200. These astonishing alignments and measurements suggest an advanced knowledge of astronomy, geodesy, and sacred geometry, a knowledge that some believe was imparted by those who once walked among the stars. If extraterrestrial beings did indeed interact with ancient civilizations, it would rewrite our understanding of human history. Were the pyramids more than mere tombs? Were they power stations, star maps, or even beacons meant to signal our cosmic visitors? While mainstream scholars attribute these achievements to human perseverance and ingenuity, the gaps in our historical record leave room for tantalizing speculation. Whether the Great Pyramid was the result of sheer determination or interstellar intervention, one thing remains clear. It stands as a monument not only to the past, but to the mysteries that still await discovery. The Nazca lines in Peru stand as one of the most perplexing mysteries of the ancient world. Massive geoglyphs stretching across the desert, depicting animals, geometric shapes, and enigmatic humanoid figures. Yet what makes them truly astonishing is their sheer scale and the fact that they can only be fully appreciated from the sky. This raises a profound question. For whom were they created? Mainstream archaeology suggests that the Nazca people, who flourished around 500 BCE to 500 CE, created these intricate designs for religious or astronomical purposes. But the method by which they etched perfectly straight lines spanning miles, without an aerial vantage point, remains a mystery. Some theorists propose an even more extraordinary explanation. What if these lines were meant to be seen by beings who could observe them from above? Could the Nazca lines have functioned as landing strips, navigational markers, or signals for extraterrestrial visitors? The sheer precision of these formations, combined with their vast size, defies simple explanations. Unlike typical ancient artworks, they were not designed to be viewed at ground level, but rather from an altitude that would have been unattainable for the Nazca civilization, unless, of course, they had assistance from beings with advanced technology. But the Nazca lines are just one piece of a larger puzzle. Across the world, we find monuments and engineering feats that seem to push the limits of ancient human capability. Stonehenge, an astronomical observatory constructed from massive megaliths, aligns perfectly with the movements of the sun and moon. How did prehistoric people, without advanced tools, transport and position these massive stones with such precision? The Indus Valley Civilization, one of the most advanced ancient society, boasted meticulously planned cities with drainage systems that rival modern infrastructure, an architectural sophistication far ahead of its time. Where did this knowledge originate? The Pumapunku ruins in Bolivia contain stone blocks cut with laser-like precision, featuring interlocking structures that suggest advanced engineering techniques beyond the capabilities of the time. If extraterrestrial beings did indeed play a role in shaping these wonders, then our history is not simply one of human progress. It is a story of cosmic intervention. Such a revelation would not only rewrite our understanding of the past, but also redefine our potential as a species. Could it be that our ancestors were guided, taught, or even uplifted by interstellar travelers? If so, what was their purpose? And will they return? Yet, the theory of ancient aliens as the architects of civilization is met with fierce skepticism. Critics argue that attributing humanity's greatest achievements to extraterrestrial intervention diminishes the brilliance, resilience, and ingenuity of our ancestors. They point out that civilizations like the Sumerians, Egyptians, and Mayans demonstrated an extraordinary capacity for innovation, adapting to their environments and pushing the boundaries of knowledge through sheer determination. Historians and archaeologists emphasize that the rise of agriculture, trade networks, and complex social structures did not happen overnight. Instead, they evolved gradually over millennia, shaped by necessity, human creativity, and trial and error. They assert that early engineers and astronomers used observation, experimentation, and mathematics, not alien technology, to construct monuments that still stand today. Yet, despite these compelling arguments, the question remains: what if external influences, however subtle, helped accelerate this progress? Even within the framework of human ingenuity, is it so far-fetched to consider the possibility that certain ideas, knowledge, or technological advancements were introduced by an outside force? History is filled with unexplained leaps in progress, moments where civilizations suddenly made extraordinary advancements with seemingly no precedent. The construction of impossibly precise megalithic structures, the sudden emergence of written language, and the astonishing astronomical accuracy of early cultures raise valid questions. Did ancient humans uncover these secrets entirely on their own? Or were they nudged forward by an unseen hand? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between, a fusion of human perseverance and cosmic influence. If ancient beings did visit Earth, maybe they weren't the sole architects of civilization, but rather mentors, observers, or silent catalysts guiding humanity toward a destiny that is still unfolding. The mysteries of ancient civilizations extend far beyond their architectural wonders. Scattered throughout the pages of history, in texts like the Epic of Gilgamesh and the Vedas, we find stories of celestial beings descending from the heavens, interacting with humans and bestowing wisdom upon them. These aren't just myths. They are detailed accounts of knowledge that seems far ahead of its time. Take, for instance, the Vedic texts of ancient India, which describe intricate cosmology, advanced medical practices, and even flying machines known as vimanas. Or consider the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest written stories, which tells of encounters with divine beings and an extraordinary quest for immortality. Concepts that parallel modern discussions of genetic engineering and space exploration. The question then arises, are these stories merely allegories? Or could they be echoes of real encounters with extraterrestrial entities? If beings from beyond our world once walked among early humans, their influence may have shaped the very foundations of human civilization, from scientific understanding to philosophical thought. The implications of this possibility are staggering. If ancient aliens did indeed impart knowledge to humanity, then our history is far more complex and perhaps far more interconnected with the stars than we ever imagined. Could it be that the wisdom of the ancients was not solely the product of human ingenuity, but the remnants of a cosmic legacy waiting for us to rediscover? The ancient alien hypothesis does more than just challenge historical narratives. It compels us to redefine our connection to the cosmos. If we entertain the possibility that our ancestors once stood face to face with beings from another world, it transforms our understanding of humanity's place in the universe. For millennia, we have looked to the heavens with a sense of wonder, crafting myths, mapping the stars, and seeking answers to life's greatest mysteries. But what if the stars have already answered back? What if, buried within our ancient texts, artifacts, and forgotten ruins, lies evidence of a past far more extraordinary than we have ever dared to believe? This theory is not just about the past, it's about the future. If we were visited once, could it happen again? Have we been watched, guided, or even subtly influenced throughout history? These questions ignite the imagination and challenge us to expand our search for intelligent life beyond Earth. Rather than being an isolated species in a vast and silent universe, perhaps we are part of a greater cosmic network, one that has existed for eons. The ancient alien theory serves as a beacon, an invitation to rethink history, embrace the unknown, and prepare for the possibility that our greatest discoveries still lie ahead. In contemplating the legacy of ancient aliens, we must also grapple with the profound ethical questions such a possibility presents. If extraterrestrial beings did once walk among us, guiding the course of human development, then what does that mean for our place in the grand cosmic order? Were we merely passive recipients of their knowledge, or were we chosen, tasked with safeguarding and expanding upon the wisdom they left behind? Perhaps the greatest mystery is not whether they visited us, but what their ultimate intentions were. Did they intervene out of curiosity, benevolence, or necessity? And if their influence shaped the foundations of civilization, then what responsibilities do we bear as the inheritors of that legacy? Are we meant to carry forward their mission, unlocking the full potential of the knowledge they bestowed? Or have we strayed from the path they envisioned? The answers may lie not in distant galaxies, but in our own relentless pursuit of truth. As we stand on the precipice of new scientific frontiers, harnessing the power of artificial intelligence, space travel, and quantum discovery, we may soon find that the echoes of our ancient past hold the key to our future. If we are to honor this cosmic legacy, we must embrace both the mysteries of history and the boundless possibilities that await us among the stars. As we stand at the crossroads of history, mythology, and science, the possibility of ancient aliens as Earth's first great civilization challenges us to rethink everything we know. The tapestry of human progress is rich with tales of celestial visitors, unexplained technological marvels, and an insatiable drive to push the boundaries of knowledge. Were these myths merely the imaginative musings of early societies, or do they contain fragments of a deeper truth, one that has been buried beneath the sands of time? Whether or not extraterrestrial beings played a direct role in shaping our world, the mere contemplation of such a possibility speaks to the limitless curiosity that defines the human spirit. Our search for answers is not just about the past. It is a reflection of our deepest longing to understand our place in the cosmos. As we continue to unearth ancient secrets and venture further into the unknown, we must embrace the mysteries that remain unsolved, for within them may lie the keys to unlocking not only the origins of civilization, but also the destiny that awaits us among the stars.